Ash, race 2 over and done with. Splitter problems, I think, is the story of that race.
Yeah, a little bit disheartening really, but it's touring car racing, isn't it? Well, I mean, we had a mega start, got up the line really well. Obviously got into second at the complex, and then I went full attack mode on Jake, and if I'm honest, we were the faster car at the time, but the smallest bit of contact with Jake stemmed to, I believe, it loosened the splitter. And then the high speeds that we're at here obviously pulled the splitter further apart, and then one lap through church it snapped the splitter clean off. So the downside is it took a few more components with it, which is why then we started to drop back. So not ideal, would have much rather not have had to nurse it home, but I mean I think we're fourth for the last one off the top of my head, so the car's fast. I mean, we're in a good place. We're going to have a bit of hybrid, so we'll try and go forward.
When the splitter went, I mean, is that making a hell of a racket inside? You knew that. You didn't have the radio to tell you that you knew that happened.
I knew there was an issue.
Okay.
I couldn't quite pinpoint it at the time. I didn't know it was the splitter. And then I kind of cottoned on it. It's getting worse and worse as high speed comes on. And then Tony obviously jumped on the road and said, yeah, splitter damage. So, yeah, bit of a bummer. But
how does that unbalance the front of the car?
Massively, I can tell you that now. Up to that point I wouldn't have been able to tell you, but yeah, not ideal. It just brings in a load of understeer, and we're so reliant on it's a tiny plank under the front of the car. It's not huge, we're not talking GT or Formula 1 spec of course, but it still has an effect, and especially when you're out the back of the circuit. What the problem is, it's a horrible knock-on effect. You hurt the front left tyre out on the high speed, you then get to the low speed, you haven't got the traction, so it's a snowball effect, gets worse and worse. So yeah, it's a shame, but ultimately we've brought our own P5 still, so it's still a nice pool of points, and we'll crack on in the last one.
Absolutely, good drive, Ash, well done.
Cheers, thank you.